much for all you guys coming our way and subscribing to us, and lots of emails and direct messages on gear, and when are you going to do a gear review on this, and so forth and so on. We appreciate it, and it's funny because we have a box of whether it be Amazon packages or manufacturers boxes or packages just awaiting for us to open. So we're going to get on this, and the next view that you're going to see is going to be tight in here. So we have this, we have a safe and clear weapon system, right? We have the new holster for this, and we have our handy dandy knife. Can't forget jungle juice, and I got my glasses. So the next video you'll see will be in tight. All right, so here we are. We're gonna do the unboxing now. So this is great. So let's just move a couple of things out of the way here, and yeah, we're pretty excited about this. It's funny, it's kind of like Christmas all the time around here. So just let me get my glasses on right quick. That will help us. Okay, awesome. So let's open this bad boy up. Cool, and sorry if I can't do this in such a way that you can see it right over my shoulder. But here we are. They do a great job in presenting and delivering their packages, so awesome. So we'll just move that over to the side, and I will tell you, the manual is really good, straightforward, and detailed. It covers everything you're gonna need to know straight away. They do a really good job, Streamlight, so we're very excited to be utilizing their product. And this is just some other stuff that they have, and it came with a sticker, but it already went on our sticker table. So, and okay, so let's put this all here. So what do we got here? This nifty bad boy, and real nice. It's got a nice little spring in there, so it really snaps on well to the rail. And then they have I believe, is this a 120? Yeah, it's a CR 123A. So we buy these in Duracell by the big pack. So we have them. I have them in the gun bag, and I have them at home in the safe. So here we are. So we're going to put all this off to the side, and then we have our safe and clear gun. Okay, great. So this is the rail system it's going to mount on, and that rail system can hold either a laser or any kind of tool that you want to put on this rail system, and that's what it's there for. So we're going to end up with this bad boy mounted right on here, and we'll put the battery in. So let's go ahead and do that. So now I have this sprung out. Let's talk about a couple of things right quick. So let me just put this down here for a second, and I'm going into my pocket right now and getting some change, right? So okay. So I like to do this with a penny. I don't know if you can see this here, but this screw is like beveled, right? So if you put a flat blade screwdriver in there, yeah, you are probably gonna jack this screw up and then strip out this area for you to tighten down this mount. So this is designed well for something like a penny. Let's see if a nickel fits in there. Oh, wow, look at that. We just learned something new. A nickel fits in there. A dime might be too small. Now let's see if a quarter fits in there. Yeah, quarter doesn't fit in there well. So you got the penny or the nickel, your choice. But that's really great, because if you don't have a penny or a nickel. Somebody close to you will most likely have a penny or a nickel. So, okay, so here's what we're doing. We're going right here, and literally, you just snap that right in, right like that. And let's just go back and look at something real quick. Okay, so this right here, this bar is gonna lock right in here with this bar. And that's important. And also, you need to make sure that you order the gun that is going, make sure you order the light that's gonna fit your gun. You gotta be real specific on your selection, because if you, this is designed for the Glock 43X. Glock 43X has a rail system. If you have a SIG, you need to order the one for the SIG. It's important. You wouldn't want to have to return it and then wait for the new one. So, okay, so let's do that again. So you're just gonna line that up and mounted. There it is, it's on there. So it can only go one way. It's got to snap in one way. And then we're gonna take our penny and tighten it down. Okay, so if you wanted, you could put blue Loctite in there. This has a spring in there that counteracts that force. So I haven't. However, if I do run into it backing out and it's losing its mount, then I will put blue Loctite in there. Just gonna tighten that right there. I feel good about that. And now, so there's a couple things on this. You see this right here. They got a good view of that, Steve? Yeah, okay, great. So this is really cool because if you have it set there, this knurl right here, when we're gonna put the battery in a second, the light will not activate, because sometimes, you can, activate this unintentionally, and you're just gonna wear your battery down, and this is where it will be in the arm position. So pretty cool. So let's just take this bad boy off. And we're gonna put our CR123 in positive side down. Bad boy's in there. And make sure you don't strip it. It's aluminum, because it will strip. Go. Right? Now that's in that position, so when you're going to turn it on, it's not going to go on. We'll go a little further. Oops, no, here we go. There you go. All right. Good. There we go. All right, so those are your positions right there. So here it's off. It's not going to go on. Here it's on. Oop. You got your light, right? So this is on. That's on, and that's off. And on the other side here is just momentary. So you hit that, it's momentary, and that's where you will get your light on, light off. So time in the light is time as a target, and those of us who have been through our module on lighting systems will know we go through all that, and that's just another piece that we want to cover. So here's your on off button, and here is your on, and it will stay on, right? So that's pretty much it. It's straightforward, right? So let's send the slide home. Now you're gonna need a holster that's gonna fit this, and this is by Works, and this is, I ordered it straight away to fit this. So, and it's an audible lock-in place, right? So you got that, you're good to go, right? So there you have it, the Streamlight TLR-7 sub. It's a solid light, and that's it, man. There you go. And we're gonna cover next the works holster and the things that we're gonna do with this particular holster to make it fit more my liking. So we're gonna take the Dremel tool and we're gonna cut this to fit, and that's something else for you. So put any of your comments down below, and we'd love to answer any questions you have. And one thing I would want to make mention of, right? When you have your light on a gun, so you know what we're going to do? Just for a second, we'll switch back so I can be speaking to the camera. Stand by. All right, that should be a little bit better. All right, so we have our weapon light mounted. So let's just talk about a couple things that are super important when it comes to low light operations, right? So you have weapon mounted light, and you also have your handheld light, right? So we need to be really, really careful. We run a responsible organization, that you don't want to be the guy that walks around and says, yeah, I got a flashlight, but it happens to be mounted to my gun, right? Because you don't want to be, and there's a cameraman behind here right now. So actually, could you just move off to the right? Thanks, man. Okay, so gun is safe and clear. Okay, so you don't want to be doing this through your house, walking around that way, okay? That's a huge mistake, right? Because we're in the identification mode. You don't know what is out there yet. So you don't want to be pointing a loaded gun at an unidentified. It's not identified. It's not a threat yet. It hasn't moved to that level, right? So you would like to be in a low ready position, right? And then you can use that cone of light and the splash that you'll have to identify your unknown. But ideally, prior to bringing your weapon even out of the holster, you should have your primary source of light. Okay, because what happens when it is Joe the neighbor who's drunk and there's an onlooker and they say, oh, he had a gun. He had his gun out. Yeah, you did. You were in search mode, but now you're gonna get a brandishing charge. There's a problem. Additionally, you don't want to be pointing a hot weapon at an unknown. So there's just a couple things we want to talk about, and we cover this in great detail in our low light course. So there you have it, guys. The Streamlight TLR-7 sub, 500 lumen, priced right. They're a lot easier to get now. And get yourself and set yourself up with your weapon system the way that works best for you. I don't know what's next on the docket for reviews. It'll probably be the Works Holster series. We have a bunch of these, so we'll probably talk about those. So for now, have a great day, and please like, share, and subscribe to us, and we look forward to serving you in any way we can. And most importantly, don't just be the person who has all this gear and who doesn't have training. That's a huge mistake. We'd love to have you train with us, but there are thousands of trainers out there. There are hundreds of good trainers out there. Make sure you're training. Make sure you're training. Thanks. Have a great day. We'll see you.
is that whole big boys and girls club, leveling it up a bit. 383, stand by. They are coming after your loved ones. Make this work.
You don't get invited here because you fucking look good.
I know all of you are capable of shooting, otherwise you wouldn't be here in level 2.
A lot of these you have to stack and do them at the same time intuitively. That's the only way you're gonna get faster.
Are you effectively doing what you need to do? 1 magazine, 7 rounds.
Tap, rack, and get back into it.
More civilians stop active shooters than we know about. Knowing what to do after the fact.
Know where you're at.
This is not playtime. We are not fighting clean. Closest weapon to closest target.
Level 2 is level 1 on steroids.
Something that can happen out there in real time, we learn here.
Showing you how to fight for your life and win.
Employ all those skills in combat mode.
Real life, real fighting scenarios. Please like, share, subscribe, follow us on Facebook, and visit us at intuitivesp.com. We'll see you on the deck.